You get drafted by the Nationals, 65th overall pick, second round pick by Washington. Just talk about, again, you fulfill a lifelong dream, especially like we said in college. You overcome that adversity, you get back, and you solidify your spot again. Second round pick. Just talk about when you got that call, what that was like.
It was kind of crazy. Me and my family and a couple friends were having a little like draft, kind of watch party, I guess, but amongst us, like my wife's family and my family. And we were actually at a place. What was that place called? It's right across from the Loft Hotel in the Vista. It's a restaurant right there.
Right.
It looks like a old timey Sonic. You can like pull in underneath the thing and
Blue Marlin or no? I'm trying to.
Yeah, Blue Marlin.
Was it Blue Marlin? Okay, yeah. I remember like the hangar, like whatever. I mean, I'm in Columbia. It's like I see it. It's like it does look kind of like a Sonic. I hadn't really thought about that, but yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, so we were in a back room there, and we go through the first round, and my agent's like, hey, there's like 5 teams that are on you. We're gonna let you know. Like at first it started with like the 25th all the way to like 40, and then the White Sox are actually picking at 40, and my agent calls and he's asking me like, hey, do you want this amount? Like, is this fine? Like, what are we, we went back and forth, and he was like, yeah, I think it's a good idea. I was like, all right, let's do it. Let's go. Yeah. And he goes, all right, congrats, you're a White. And I'm like, sweet. The pick, like 2 picks away. I'm like, awesome, let's go. Pick comes up and it's Gavin Sheets from Wake Forest. And I'm like, what's going on? And everyone's like, what just happened? Like, what? My family's like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? And I'm like, I don't know. So I call my agent. He says, they told us they were picking you and we don't know anything else. And then he tells me, he goes, give me 2 minutes. I'll call you right back. All right. Calls me back and he goes, all right, you're not getting drafted tonight. He said, we've told all the teams like not to pick you. There's a team in the early 3rd round that wants to pick you. They're going to give you more money. And we haven't spoken to one team, but we're close with them. We let them a voicemail. They shouldn't draft you. You're good to go. Well, that one team was the Nationals. So like when he tells me that, we closed up shop. We're like, all right, we're gone. Like it was time to leave. We're closing up shop and we pack everything up and I'm walking out the door and Tyler Johnson goes, congrats, big dog, on my phone. Like, sends me a text and I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, you just got drafted by the Nationals. And I was like, what? And then it's like, my phone just goes off. So like I'm trying to see like where they picked me. And like my parents, nobody knows. We're standing outside and like in the middle of summer in Columbia at 10 o'clock at night. And everyone's like, oh my gosh. Like it was good though. It was a crazy night. It was weird. And, we didn't expect it after all that, but it was a good night. We were excited about it. And it turned out to be a great place to be and play at.
Yeah, for sure. So you begin your career with Washington. I think this is really interesting. You had a lot of success in the minor leagues. You were in the Carolina League All-Star game, named co-minor league pitcher of the year one year. I want to ask you about this, though, because in 2019, you got invited to participate in Major League Spring Training, and you worked with guys, again, with Washington, like Patrick Corbin, Max Scherzer, Strasburg, and something funny here. Apparently, you told the Washington Post it was, quote, like getting a PhD in pitching. Just expand on that, because again, I can imagine we all see Scherzer on TV. That dude's a maniac from what, like, just looking at him, like, why he's like mouthing things, and we all know about Strasburg. His story, guys, throws incredible. But yeah, just talk about that. I mean, getting to learn from those guys. I mean, that had to be just an awesome experience.
Yeah, I mean, it was a blessing. Hey, it was it was a blessing. Those guys are so smart. From their routines to their work ethic to how they go about their business, their mental cues. I mean, Strasburg and I worked a lot in spring training on some stuff out of the stretch for me. He throws specifically out of the stretch,
right?
Maintain his mechanics and do everything the way he wants. But the way he loads and the way he throws is very similar to the way I load in the windup or in the stretch. I'm sorry. And for him, he was showing me a couple things for 4 weeks straight in a big league camp, early morning, 7:30. Like he's telling me, hey, Tuesday, Thursday, 7:30, let's go. We're gonna go work on this. I got to work on it too. And he would put in a little dip, and he would be out there, and we'd be out there at 7:30 in the morning, Max is probably the only other person outside right at 7:30. He's running his poles and doing all his stuff. And me and Strasburg are, working hard, like in the bullpen, trying to figure out like getting the right mechanics and getting the right stuff. And then, you got Patrick, and we even had Anibal Sanchez, who's, 12, 13 years in the big leagues. And he's like telling you his mental cues and his story and the way he used to throw 100. And now he's competing, winning 20 games a year at, 87 to 91. And like, just these guys are so like, they're so smart, and they've got 10 years in the big leagues for a reason. And they're making, 200-300 million for a reason. And just being able to, throw stuff off of them, pick their brain and say, hey, what do you feel when you do this, or when you do this, or like on your slider, how do you feel when you're in your fingers, pressure point here, pressure point there. They're just all so smart, and they really understand their bodies and the way that like the body should move. And it's something that I'll never forget because of the amount of help they gave me when I was at Washington National.
What was your biggest adjustment or thing you had to learn, you feel like, when you went from college to the pro game? Because again, it's another jump, like going from high school to SEC. It's another big jump. And like you said, the detail is so, I mean, it's all over the place. What was the thing for you, like I said, that you had to learn or did learn that helped you have success in the minors?
Yeah, probably just getting that routine. And from day one, as a starter, it's a little different than maybe your relievers or your position players. But they tell you, hey, you're going to need a routine, and that's what's going to get you through. Like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, you're pitching day 5. Right. And you're like, okay, like what makes me go? What makes me do what I can do at the best? So, your first year, 2 years, you're throwing something in on Monday for a Friday start, and you're seeing how you feel on Friday. You're doing something day 2, day 3, and it's really figuring out that routine. And in South Carolina, you're pitching for me, it was every 7th day. Right. So like pitch Friday, light catch Saturday, Sunday, Monday we get a massage and it'd be an off day, maybe a little catch, Tuesday bullpen, Wednesday, Thursday, very like light catch, Friday, go time.
Right.
When the big league or in pro ball, it's all right, you're pitching Monday and then you're going to pitch Saturday. And, every third or fourth start, we're going to have an off day. So your routine's going to go from 5 days to 6 days. Right. And then you're back to 5 days. So it's really learning like what your body needs and how to maintain and keep up with your rehab and your prehab and your stuff with the trainer, your workouts, really figuring out like those 5-day periods, those 6-day periods, what makes you go. So then on day that 5th day or that 6th day, when it's go time, you're ready. Nothing's going to stop you. Nothing is bothering you or something. You don't have anything that's going to mess with you.